So when do you get your copyright? How do you get your copyright? It's at the creation. It's when you actually fix it in a copy for the first time. So this is what we were saying. You just spouting off something, you rapping with a bunch of buddies or whatever, you don't have nothing. Your buddy could take down what you just wrote, write it down, and theoretically they could snag your copyright. You know what I mean? There's some argument to be said, hey, that's that, or you can get into it, but really you need to fix it in some sort of medium. Write it on your computer, write it down, record it with a recorder, anything like that. So now the next question becomes, do you need to register it? What do you guys think? To protect it, do you need to register it?
Yeah. It makes sense, right?
The answer is no.
Oh wait, actually
you
no,
do not
because
need
it's
to
not
register.
required. Because I heard you could write, can't you write yourself or something, and then it's that's copyright right there.
The second you write something down that's yours, it automatically by law acquires a copyright in it. Now there's reasons, and we'll go into that, why you want to register it. But alone, just fixing it in some sort of, by typing it, right there you get a copyright in what you've done. So don't think that someone says, oh, you didn't register that, I'm going to go ahead and steal that they think that's not true. Once you have...
I mentioned sending your stuff, emailing
them. But alone, it's not, that's almost more of like a proof concept, right? Because then you're showing that, it's me that generated this because you can see it come from my email or something like that. But just actually you writing it down and keeping it in a notebook, that right there would give you a copyright in that work. So by registering it, it's not necessary, but it does give you that additional proof that you're the owner, because you're letting the world know, hey, I own this.
Come again? So wait. So
come again.
I type my song. It's at
boom. You got it. You got a copyright right there. You typed it.
All right.
It's on paper. You got a copyright in that.
All right. Okay.
You got it?
Yeah. Because I was unsure because I've written, or should I say I've typed things, and they're at my house. You know what I'm saying? And I have email.
And you're like, the world doesn't know what the hell I wrote in my book. Yeah. How the hell can I have a copyright? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You have to think about it almost like in the concept of, when would this come up, right? Yeah. If someone else took it, then it's like, it becomes a proof of how do I show this is mine.
Right.
So then that's when it becomes important. It's all like relative to how it actually gets used, or if someone's trying to take it from you, or if you're trying to stop someone else, right? But the actual copyright itself attaches as soon as you put it down on that, type that out. You get it? All right. So, but if you do want to sue someone,
yes, I do.
Then you do have to register it, right? Yeah. So if you want to start a claim, if you want to sue someone in federal court, and this would all be in federal court because copyright law is a national law. So you guys know, there's state laws and there's national laws, right? So the Copyright Act is a national law. And federal laws apply to all the states, and state laws are just unique to the individual states. And typically things like criminal statutes and stuff like that, that's really unique to states. But then there's also bigger stuff that is applies to all of the whole United States. And copyright law applies to all states, right? And so the way you choose what court you're going to sue in is dependent on what law you're saying they violated. And because we're talking about a national law here, then you would sue in federal court. Federal just means all the states.
PeaceTones.